नमस्कृत्यं
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी Srimad-Bhagavatam chapter 1 chapter 9 verse 19 Asyanubhavam Bhagavan Veda Devarshir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nripa Asyanubhavam Bhagavan Veda Guhyatamam Shiva Devarshir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nripa
Asyanubhavam Bhagavan Veda Guhyatamam Shiva Devarshir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nripa
Translation purport by Juan Grace Vicharnar in the Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Asya of him. Anubhavam glories. Bhagavan the most powerful. Veda knows. Guhyatamam very confidentially. Shiva, Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva.
Devarshi, the great sage among the demigods.
Devarshi,
great sage among the demigods.
Narada. Sakshat, directly. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead.
The personality of Godhead.
Kapila. Nripa, O king. Translation, please repeat after me. O king. Lord Shiva, Narada, the sage amongst the demigods, and Kapila, the incarnation of Godhead, all know very confidentially about his glories through the direct contact.
Lord Shiva, Narada, the sage amongst the demigods, and Kapila, the incarnation of Godhead, all know very confidentially about his glories through direct contact.
Purport.
Pure devotees of the Lord are all Buddhas, or persons who know the glory of the Lord in different transcendental loving services. As the Lord has innumerable expansions of his plenary form, there are innumerable pure devotees of the Lord who are engaged in the exchange of service of different humors. Ordinarily, there are 12 great devotees of the Lord, namely Brahma, Narada, Shiva, Kumara, Kapila, Manu, Prahlada, Bhishma, Janaka, Sukadeva Goswami, Bali Maharaja, and Yamraja. Bhishmadeva, although one of them, has mentioned only three important names of the 12 who know the glories of the Lord. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, one of the great acharyas in the modern age, explains that Anubhava, or the glory of the Lord, is first appreciated by the devotee in ecstasy, manifesting the symptoms of perspiring, trembling, weeping, bodily eruptions, etc., which are further enhanced by steady understanding of the glories of the Lord. Such different understandings of bhavas are exchanged between Yashoda and the Lord, binding the Lord by ropes, and in the chariot driving by the Lord in the exchange of love with Arjuna. These glories of the Lord are exhibited in his being subordinate before his devotees, and that is another feature of the glories of the Lord. Sukadeva Goswami and the Kumaras, although situated in transcendental position, became converted by another feature of bhava and turned into pure devotees of the Lord. Tribulations imposed upon the devotees by the Lord constitute another exchange of transcendental bhava between the Lord and the devotees. The Lord says, I put my devotees into difficulty, and thus the devotee becomes more purified in exchanging transcendental bhava with me. Placing the devotee into material troubles means delivering him from the illusory material relations. The material relations are based on reciprocation of material enjoyment, which depends mainly on material resources. Therefore, when material resources are withdrawn by the Lord, the devotee is sent person attracted toward the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Thus, the Lord snatches the fallen soul from the mire of material existence. Tribulations offered by the Lord to his devotees are different from the tribulations resulting from vicious action. All these glories of the Lord are specially known to the great Mahajanas like Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Kapila, Kumara, and Bhishma, as mentioned above, and one is able to grasp it by their grace.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Muktam Karoti Vachalam Mangalam Gayatri Girim Tripadamam Sri Gurum Denatarinam Paramandam Sri Chaitanya Mishram Namaha Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Sri Madhe Jaya Pata Swami Iti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Hidaya Kripa Pradayine Gaurakata Kamadhaya Nagara Kamadharine Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidhinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pastyatya Deshabhadine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hare Gopala Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana. Translation. Hari Om Tat Sat. So, O King, Lord Shiva, Narada the sage amongst the demigods, and Kapila the incarnation of Godhead, all know very confidentially about his glories through direct contact. So that is Sakshat, is direct. We say Sakshat Haritvena. So directly, the Supreme, our spiritual master is Hari or Madan Mohan, and he is a representative of Govinda. So pure devotees of the Lord, they are all Buddhas. Means, what is the meaning of Buddhas? The persons who know the glories of the Lord is called Buddhas. And the glories of the Lord, they know in a different transcendental loving services. By dint of devotional service, if anybody knows the glories of the Lord, is called Buddha. So, the Supreme Personality of God Krishna, he has unlimited expansions unlimited plenary portion, unlimited plenary portion of plenary portions. In this way, he also see that his plenary form also innumerable pure devotees of the Lord. And any pure devotee of the Lord is always engaged in pure unalloyed living devotional service of different humors. There are unlimited varieties of pastimes in which unlimited varieties of pure devotees are always engaged in performing devotional service without cessation. In the sense that the way the pure devotee exists is known through devotional service only, not idle, sitting, meditating. No. Through performance of devotional service, a devotee is known. And in that same devotional service, the Lord is also known. This is the beauty of Bhakti Yoga. Only in Bhakti Yoga, the Lord is revealed and the devotees are also revealed. Otherwise, both the pure devotee as well as the Lord are inconceivable. And this Brahma, Narada, Shiva, they are all pure devotees. Kumara, Kapila, Manu, Prahlad, including incarnations. Kapila Muni is Hari. He is the direct incarnation of Supreme Personality, the son of Devahuti and Kardama Muni. He has come to teach the Sankhya philosophy to his mother, which distinctly identifies the difference between the matter and spirit. Manu, Swayambhuva Manu, is an incarnation. And he has written the Manu Samhita for all the humankind. 400,000 species of 8,400,000 species is human. And Prahlada is a pure devotee. Bhishma is a pure devotee. Janaka Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami, Bali Maharaj, Yamaraj, they are all called spiritual authorities, for they know the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by direct devotional service. So they are called authorities. And Bhishma Deva is just one among them. 12 Mahajanas we have seen many times in the past. The 12 Mahajanas are listed here in the purport by Srila Prabhupada. You must recite all these names and remember, anytime I ask, you should be able to tell the 12 names starting from Brahma, the original living being, Adi Kavaye. Brahma, Narada, Shiva, Kumara, Kapila, Manu, Prahlada, Bhishma, Janaka, Sukadeva Goswami, Bali Maharaj, and Yamaraj. These are all the 12 Mahajanas. And as we say that Bhagavad Gita says, like that, Bhishma here mentions only 3 important names, although they all 12 of them know each other very well through the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And all the 12 knows the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and they have expressed, wherever they have expressed Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For example, this Brahma has written the Brahma Samhita. So he has given Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. So he has described about Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sukadeva Goswami, throughout Srimad Bhagavatam in Parikshit Maharaj, he is telling about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the similar way, Prahlad Maharaj, he has told about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So everybody knows the same absolute truth by dint of their devotional service, and they become the authority that whatever they speak, we should accept as it is, including Bali Maharaj, just to see. He is also a spiritual authority. So they all the great personalities, spiritual authorities, they are called Mahajana. Maha means great. Jana means the devotees of the Lord. So they are yeah. So these are all the 12 great devotees of the Lord, and Bhishma is one among them. And he mentions a few, just like Arjuna, when he was talking to Krishna in 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. So, and that he says, Devalo, Asito, Narado. So he has not mentioned the whole Parampara list or the devotees list. He just mentioned the 3 or 4. In the similar way, Bhishma Deva has mentioned just one of them. 3 important names of these 12 Mahajanas is explained, denoted by Bhishma Deva. who know the glories of the Lord. So this is a very rare personality. Only 12 are available. Just see who knows the glories of the Lord. And the descendants, the followers of them in the Acharya Parampara, like Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. So they are all, any Acharya in the unbroken chain of disciplic succession in the Bhakti Yoga line of disciplic succession is a great devotee. It's a pure devotee, knows the glories of the Lord. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura, he is one of the great Acharya. And he is in this Kali Yuga, he came. He has told what is Anubhava. Anubhava means how the devotee exhibit ecstatic symptoms in the glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like perspiring, trembling, waking. These are weeping. And, these are some, what do you call, symptoms of ecstasy when they glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It happens to great devotees, pure devotees. We have addressed so many times that when Guru Maharaj is speaking the Lord Chaitanya's glories, we have witnessed that sometimes he's crying, sometimes the hair stands on end, sometimes he controls and brings himself out to the consciousness to speak. And so many different, sometimes he trembles, sometimes he weeps. Anubhava. So these symptoms are exhibited in the great devotees when they glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this is further enhanced by the practitioner like us when we start receiving the same after Nishtha, Ruchi, etc. The Anubhava. This is before the Bhava. Anubhava means a small portion of the Bhava stage. Bhava is the preliminary stage to the Prema. And Anubhava is the preliminary stage to the Bhava. So this Anubhava comes after the Nishtha, Ruchi, Ashakti, everything. Then now we are all in the Anatanivriti Marga. So after that Nishtha comes, then Ruchi comes, then Ashakti comes. So then comes Anubhava and then Bhava. So this particular Anubhava, every devotee will experience who is following the unbroken chain of disciplic succession and followers of such great devotees. And so this kind of bhavas are exchanged between the Lord and the wonderful devotees. Like Yashoda Mai has bound with the love, robe with Krishna, with the wood and mortar. And also Arjuna was sitting on the chariot, and Krishna acted as a car driver. Just see, this is the exchange of love with the devotee the Lord is exhibiting. So these are the glories of the Lord, and especially his glory increases when he is purchased by a devotee by dint of the devotional service. Bhaktya Mama Vijanati. When glories are further beautified, decorated, ornamented, when the Lord is subordinated before his devotees. That's another feature of the glories of the Lord. In the material perspective, we cannot even understand what it is. And we see the master is sitting in the car and the driver, who is a servant, is driving. But here it is just the other way around. The master is driving and the servant is sitting. So you can see that this is love exchange. Like the mother is serving the infant kid. So the infant kid is the Raja, king, master, doesn't do anything, doesn't even reciprocate the love to her. But she still serves her, so dedicated, so dedicated. This is out of love and affection. Like that, the Lord is out of love and affection, takes a subordinated position to a pure devotee. And Sukadeva Goswami, Kumaras, they are all in transcendental position, eternally situated. And they also got converted by another feature called Bhava, and they became pure devotees of the Lord. So everybody is practicing and growing in devotional service, including the Mahajanas. You can see Sukadeva Goswami and four Kumaras are part of the Mahajanas, and here Prabhupada is giving us the information that they became converted by another feature of Bhava and turned into pure devotees of the Lord. So similarly, the tribulations which apparently seem to be that devotees put on the fry pan, which is on the fire. So it is actually the Lord has another different exchange of transcendental rasa between the Lord and the devotees. So that is another rasa. There is no duality here, no suffering and enjoyment when the devotee is engaged in the devotional service. Because between the Lord and devotee, there is nothing called suffering at all. Apparently, from outwardly, everything can be seen, but it is not so. A devotee suffers so that the others will remember them, the others will see them, so that they get purified. The devotee suffers so that others get some service. For example, our Guru Maharaj is in the wheelchair. He takes up so many, immobility on his body to give more services to more disciples. This is the mercy that the spiritual master or the pure devotee is giving to others. But nevertheless, you just see practically that whatever has occurred to Guru Maharaj, if the same thing would have occurred to any great man on the world, first of all, he would have lost his speech. Second, he cannot even hear. Third, he will be totally like a brain dead person. But if you see Guru Maharaj, despite all kind of calamities is on him, his hearing, his speech, his preaching, this are nothing. It has increased. That is fine-tuned further and further and further. It is refined. So this shows that he takes up this particular, tribulations for giving more service to others, to make other disciples more serious in their sadhana. For that, he undergoes any amount of struggles, not like Ashtanga Yogi. With the moment the Ashtanga Yogi comes to know that I am not this body, he tortures the body like anything to get out of it to wherever he wants. No, not like that. Guru Maharaj is torturing his body for devotees, disciples to become more serious, and he wants to give more services to others. This is the beauty of it. A devotee, when does such dealings with the Lord, actually the devotee is not suffering because he is not in the bodily concept at all. But still, he will act as if he is the body to give an example, to show the example, to lead the devotees, to guide the devotees. Whatever depreciation may happen, this pure devotee's preaching can never be stopped. It can never be stopped. Lord Chaitanya stands by them. You see, our Prabhupada was on the last breath on the bed. Till the last breath, he was dictating Srimad Bhagavatam. Where it was stopped? You tell me one person in the entire paramparas also. Where is the history? Where is the history? Only after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the true devotees are revealed to the world. The most merciful personalities are revealed to the world. The great devotees are now only descending, and they show such a lot of mercy that we cannot even understand. Inconceivable potency with which they are coming is very, very powerful. Very powerful. Nothing can stop their preaching. Nothing. So, Krishna is telling that I put my devotee into difficulty, thus the devotee becomes more purified in exchange transcendent bhava with me. So, this may be applicable to the devotees who are practicing. But here, our Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, they are not in this category. They have already crossed all these categories and they have descended here. They have descended here out of mercy for serving the Lord. Okay, but these Mahajanas, they remain an authority like milestone. They give authorities. Okay, this is like Bhishma is telling Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And Sukadeva Goswami is telling Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. They are also undergoing transformation. But when it is coming to our Guru Maharaj, who is leading the mass of the fallen conditioned soul, they are not conditioned in any way, and they need not undergo any purification because they are all pure and they are empowered. Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enters into their body and then he acts through them. This we have seen in so many incidents in Chaitanya Charitamrita, like Narsinga Ananda Brahmachari and so many others, It is the evident. There Lord Chaitanya says, how won't all your devotees empowered? Our bhakti yogis are not ordinary person. They are not just like ordinary empowerment and the Lord stays aloof and they can do still whatever they want by using their power. No. Here the Lord enters to them, especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when the devotee, placing the devotee into material troubles means delivering him from the illusory material relations. This is applicable to all of us. This is applicable to all of us. Because Krishna is so merciful that anyone who is practicing devotional service, he puts them into difficulties and take them out of the material relations. And the material relations, always based on the reciprocation of the material enjoyment. If the enjoyment reciprocation is not there, they reject even though they are personal relatives. Like Kamsa wanted to kill his sister, the moment he knows her son is going to kill him. This is called reciprocation. This is the material reciprocation relationship, So this is material resources only maintains this kind of relationship. There's nothing to do with the spirit, soul, or Krishna, or the pure unalloyed loving devotional service. That is why whenever Lord is withdrawing the material resources from a devotee, all the so-called relationship in the material world, people around him, friends around him, will leave him. Array, this guy is no use now. He's become useless. Let us go on to work and earn our money. So they will leave him. And at the same time, this devotee, he will 10% be attracted toward the transcendental loving service to the world. What is the use of me serving all of them so much that in the time of difficulty, they all left me. They don't even care for me. So he turns towards the Lord again, and he performs devotional service. So in this way, the Lord snatches the fallen soul from the mire of material existence. He is eradicating the material desire from the core of the heart and so-called relationship that he maintains. Tribulations that are offered by the Lord to his devotee are different from the tribulations resulting from vicious action. So by the karma, what miseries and suffering that you are getting is totally different from what miseries and sufferings apparently you undergo because of Lord Krishna's mercy. This is one should be fortunate enough to receive the mercy. Why Kunti Devi is asking, let all the calamity come. You think that she is a sadist? No. She knows that this kind of tribulation which is given to the Pandavas are not out of their karma or any sinful reaction, but it is given by the Lord, and the Lord will always be there with them to protect them and provide them, and they can see the Lord. So she wanted, like that any devotee will want it. Any devotee. So all these glories of the Lord are especially known to the great Mahajanas. That is why they are Mahajanas. Okay, so the 12 Mahajanas names are mentioned here, and they can give the mercy to every fallen conditioned soul, and we should be able to grasp the mercy by the grace.
Yes. Mugam karodi vachalam nangayate gidum yatkripatham vande Sri Guru Dinatharanam Paramananda Bhadam Sri Chaitanyam Vishwam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swami Nitinamini Nama Acharya Padaya Mudaya Kripa Padaya Gaurgatana Mudaya Nagara Gramatharani Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirviselesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desadharani Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasi Gaura Bhaktanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are going through a very, very wonderful scene here, where even though Bhishma Dev is in the bed of arrows, he is speaking about how Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Pandavas, we are all mixing, and he is like ordinary person. He is coming and mixing among us. So he is revealing the truth that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So how does he know? So here it is mentioned, Bhishma Dev is mentioning how somebody knows that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. O King, Lord Shiva, Narada, the sage amongst the demigods, and Kapila, the incarnation of God, all know very confidentially about his glories. How? Through direct contact. So in this world, when we preach Krishna consciousness, when we speak, people ask a question, oh, nobody has seen God. Has anybody seen God? Anybody has seen God. So here, Bhishma Dev is great authority. He is part of history. Mahabharata happened just 5,000 years ago. So recently, 5,000 years ago, this Maharati. Now also in Kurukshetra, the historical place is there where we can go and see where the war happened. In this way, it's a historical fact. Bhagavad Gita is not only a chronological subject. It is actually a fact. It's a history book. Mahabharata is a history book. So this place is still there, and now Bhishma Dev is telling that how all of them know about Krishna is through, know his glory is through direct contact. We are hearing about Krishna, and we ourselves is coming to know the glory of Krishna. Then what to speak of people who have directly seen Krishna? So Mahajananena Gatasapanta. Mahajanas are there. Mahajananena Gatasapanta. Panta means the road, the path. So which path should I follow? How should I, whom should I follow? Are there any examples? Should I want to follow? So who are all the examples I should follow? So you should follow the example of Mahajanas. Mahajananena Kathasapanta. So this Mahajana, Jana means people, but the great personalities. You have to follow great people. So how the greatness is defined? How Mahajana is defined is when they have direct perception with the Supreme Lord. The direct perception with the contact with the Supreme Lord is called Anubhava. Anubhava means an experience of the Lord. And the process one undergoes when he is glorifying the Supreme Lord, he is not just glorifying by information. Oh, I know, I read Prabhupada's book, so I will glorify. Realized knowledge. So they have already been in direct contact with Krishna. And when they speak about Krishna, they are speaking whatever they directly experienced. So then it is Anubhava. Then what happens to them when they talk about the realized knowledge, where, for example, if Uddhava is explaining to Vidura how Krishna spoke to him under a tree, he was sitting and speaking, then when Uddhava is explaining, he's just seeing the scene where, because he was in the scene. He saw Krishna speaking to him. He's not utopianly telling, okay, like this, like this. So that is the difference between information and realization. We should know the difference. So people gather information here and there and here and there, and they want to be a good orator. They want many followers. This is the motive. So they orate. But for example, if I say, Prabhupada said, no, whatever video I saw, I should be able to quote in one of the lectures about Bhagavatam. Prabhupada is saying, I saw the video. Not like directly, I never had a direct perception of Prabhupada. But I have the perception of Prabhupada through purports or his videos or lectures. So in morning walk, Prabhupada said like this. In Prabhupada Leelamrita, it is mentioned that this is the authority with which even if you are not realized, you speak. Otherwise, generally, the explanation from realization should be there. So that is truth. So here, they know all very confidentially about the glories through direct contact. This is the speciality. Here, three names are mentioned. One is Shiva, next is Narada, and then Kapila. Three names. Who is mentioning? Bhishma is mentioned. But Bhishma himself knows that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he also comes inside this. Why? Because he saw in direct perception. Who was Bhishma's mother? Bhishma's mother is Ganga Devi. Ganga is directly in touch with Krishna, and she is Charanamrita of Krishna. So this Sri Krishna is no other than inconceivable original personality of Godhead. So whenever we say Krishna is Supreme Personality, how do you know? How do you say he's God? How do you know? So in this way they will ask, have anybody seen God? These are all the general challenges. So how do you say he is God? Then here Prabhupada is giving left right in this previous purport. He is giving left right for these people. Very easily he gave answer. When somebody is telling the moon planet is empty, how do you believe it? You write the exam, you get the mark, because you accept them as authority. You accept them as authority. But that authority, the authority, you accept them as authority, but actual authority is the person who has seen the truth. These people are cheating. They are telling moon is like this, sun is like this, and we all believe and take them as authority. Oh, because one time I was speaking and somebody was telling, oh, everybody is believing that whatever Prabhupada is speaking, they are not questioning. Did you question in your school or college the distance between sun and the earth? Did you question how if the earth is so quickly moving, why I am not feeling giddiness? Actually, earth is not moving, only sun is moving. But you never asked any of that question. You have been such a foolish ass. Foolish as part of the foolish educational system, which is fooling you. And you accept all of your teachers, education system, your books to be authority. But as soon as there is a question of spirituality, then there is a question suddenly comes, nobody is questioning, cross-questioning. Why you didn't ask when man came from apes? Why you didn't ask the question, why my great-grandfather is not an ape? He looks more human. And my great-grandfather told that his great-grandfather is a human. Why you never ask the question? That is Prabhupada's pointing out in that purport that we accept, simply accept authority. Therefore, authority is not dogmatic. So here, such knowledge is here. The Vedic knowledge is coming from proper Aroga Pantha and Avaroga Pantha is there. Prabhupada is explaining here. Acquiring knowledge in the deductive process. Krishna created everything. Then Krishna instructed Brahma. Brahma helped him as an engineer. He constructed this system. So the engineer is speaking to his son Narada. And Narada is speaking to his Veda Vyasa. And Veda Vyasa is speaking to Sukadeva. How wonderful is this disciplic succession? Madhvacharya, Veda Vyasa is speaking to Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya is speaking to Padmanabha Tirtha. In this way, the disciplic succession is coming. And we are receiving authoritative knowledge. Not that somebody, suddenly man came from ape. Like this, simply declare and all the other apes will agree. Yes, you are the scientist. I surrender unto you. But when it is coming to Bhagavatam, I lost a lot of questions. I'm very intelligent. They think they're the number one fool. But because of this foolish education, they think they are very intelligent. This is the problem. So here Prabhupada is mentioning the false arguer. About this false arguer, again, speak against it. For example, a modern spacecraft fly in the sky, and when scientists say that they travel to the other side of the moon, men believe these stories blindly. When it comes to this, they blindly believe, no question. I get good marks, I become engineer, I get good job, I get good salary, I become puffed up and I ask questions about this. This is the fool. So because they have accepted the modern scientists as authorities. What is the authority? Who is a scientist here? They are also our fellow student only. They also were bewildered. They were mugging up for the exam. They studied in the study holiday days for 10 days and they wrote the exam. By the hook or crook, they get into some PhD. Then they do some MPhil. Oh, he's a doctorate. He's a scientist. He will speak to children. All children, what is your dream? He will speak. Then he will go, what is his knowledge? Oh, he did like this, he did like NASA, he went to NASA and he became a scientist. No, NASA already has some engineering document, he saw the document, and there's a big team of people who created some spacecraft or something. But when they say, I went to the moon, and then we believe. Believe is, the moon is very, very beautiful planet. Then there is living entity in India. How do you say America is empty? Or Japan is empty? They are there also, people are living. Oh, the ocean is empty. No, go into deep water ocean. Then you see so many living entities. Everywhere there are living entities. So somebody bewilders and the ass will shake the head. Yes, you are a scientist. I agree, I surrender unto you. He is another PhD student who went and he became a scientist. So here, blindly, they have accepted the modern scientists as authorities. The authorities speak and the people in general believe them. This is foolish, ass. But in case of Vedic truth, we don't simply declare something. We are not telling something to believe. We are not making stories for somebody to believe it. And even though some people give interpretation, but actually we don't see by direct perception. People want to know what is the truth, and directly you can perceive. If you look at the sky, you see that the sun is moving. You can see the sun moving. You never saw the earth moving. You see the sun moving from east to west, east to west, east to west. It is direct perception, you fool. And when the scientists say that the sun is static and the earth only is moving, and you believe, yes, no question. No common sense. It is in the syllabus. I cover the syllabus. I am a very good student. I am a very, very obedient student, foolish student. That's it. We can directly, a farmer can see. A farmer, you go to the kheti, you go to the field, the farmer will tell which is east, which is west. You ask the farmer what is the time, he'll say 12:30, 1 o'clock. No watch, no clock in the hand. He don't look down into his hand. You look up into the sky and he tells the time. Self-empowered person. And that farmer is more intelligent than the so-called engineer who is asking, can I get a job? Can I get a job? Can I switch over? Can I get more package? Whatever they say, I will do. I will be obedient servant of another fool. So already an ass is there, and you are an ass, surrendered ass of another authority. So thinking yourself, be very intelligent. But here, Prabhupada is telling authority. Who's an authority? Mahajanani Nagata Sapanta. When we come to the next verse, here Mahajana. Mahajana means great personalities. So Bhishma Dev has stayed for generations together. He has ruled a very large kingdom. Almost all, entire earth was under a single ruling. Yudhishthira Maharaj was the king of the entire earth, not by small kings will be there. There were many kings, but they were all reporting. He is the one who rules everything. So here they have seen Krishna, God, directly. Called Modi exists. Why? Nobody has seen Modi. I declare that nobody has seen him. Not like that. Many people have seen him. They see him perform. They see him do his duty. He's doing his duty very nicely. People appreciate, then we read the newspaper. Oh, you whisper. No, I don't believe. When it comes to Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam or Mahabharata, it happened like that. We are telling. Generations together, Lord Ramachandra's glories in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh, and all over India. So you think they are all utopian, some imaginary Mickey Mouse character, they are singing the glory? Imaginary things are given to you and you believe them to be, oh, there is a robot, there is this, there is a Hulk, bulky Hulk, Spider Man. Who is a kid here? Who is a fool here? This is a joke. So the greatest joke that all our ancestors are dumb ducks, thinking that all our ancestors are fools. They worship utopian characters. And we are very intelligent. We worship Superman and Superwoman, Catwoman. All these things will come and we will worship. But it's not like that. They have directly seen. So Bhishma is directly seeing Krishna in front of his eyes. And he saw him in the war field. And his mother Ganga is instructed him that who's Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this way, he knows very well. So he also gives other authorities that Shiva, Narada, they all know. How do they know? You may ask, oh, they may say lie. You are a liar. Doesn't mean they are all liar because they have direct contact with the Supreme Lord. So that list, Buddha Bhava Samanditaha. Who is that Buddha, the intelligent person? So who is that intelligent person? Pure devotees of the Lord or the person who knows the glories of the Lord in different transcendental loving service are called Buddha. Buddha means the very, very intelligent, Buddha Bhava Samandita. Very intelligent persons. As the Lord, because they know God, Krishna, they know God, they know the creation, they know how everything is situated. Scientifically, they know. This is the real science. Not mugging up every paragraph and repeating in the exam and getting a good mark. And I am a scientist. So Prabhupada is telling you are not a teacher, you are a cheater. Because you don't know completely. You don't know anything. It is in the syllabus, you marked up and you came and spoke. And you are thinking yourself to be very intelligent. That is what Prabhupada said. So here, ordinarily there are 12 great devotees, namely, so here Mahajana. If you see Brahma, when he was born in a lotus and mother, father, everything is Mahavishnu. First living entity in this universe, when its creation happens. Then when he's looking around, only darkness and he's seeing, then he wants to, he's going under the water, under the stem of the lotus and nothing is there. Then Lord appears to him, and then then he's giving instruction to do tapasya and all other worship and ingredients. Then Lord supplies that ingredient even for his own worship. Then Brahma does that. Then immediately everything is revealed to him that how to create, and he starts creation. He is the chief engineer of the universe, architect and engineer of the universe. And the architect is instructed by the Supreme Lord to Brahma in his dream, when he was in the night, when he goes. So they both are father and son, or father, mother, everything is. So he has directly seen Mahavishnu, he has seen Vishnu. Then Brahma also has seen Krishna directly. Directly, Krishna appeared for him to give the Vedic knowledge from his flute. So Vedic knowledge came into Brahma. So Krishna, he has seen. What is the proof? Brahma Samhita, the authority, Sakshi, the evidences Brahma is giving. Brahma Samhita. The Brahma has compiled the Samhita. Chintamani Pragara Satma Shukalpa Vriksha Lakshavrideshu Surabir Abhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Samprama Sevyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So the Supreme Lord is situated, and how he is situated. Venam Kwanantam Aravinda Dalaya Daksham. The description of his name, qualities, form, pastime, entourage, his associates, where he lives, his address, name, phone number, everything is given by Brahma. Brahma is giving that. So he has seen Krishna. So he is realized the knowledge. Thus gather the information and vomit the information, either in exam or in a lecture. That is not what it is. It is a real. Sometimes people ask, "Oh, you're talking your realization. Why can't you speak from scripture? What do I realize to say about Krishna?" But when it is to Guru Maharaj, I can speak. When it is to whatever personal experiences and what we have heard from authorities, what we have read from authoritative books, that only we can say. So, namely, Brahma is speaking like that. Brahma Samhita. Then Narada has seen, when he say, explaining how he saw. In last life, I was the son of a servant maid. Then later some Bhakti Vedantas came. They spoke about the Supreme Lord. My curiosity increased, and then they blessed me with transcendental, my Guru Maharaj, by all those Bhakti Vedantas mercy. Then my mother died. After that, I didn't have anybody. I roamed in the forest. Then I was searching for that person, that Supreme God. Then the God appeared in front of me. From my own heart, he came out and he appeared as a separate personality and smiled, and like this. He saw direct perception. Narada. Shiva had direct perception of Krishna. Direct, many pastimes are there where Shiva is directly communicating. In Harihara Kshetra, Shiva did tapasya and Mahavishnu appeared. Then they had a conversation. And so this is also there. And Kumaras initially were born and they were roaming here and there, and they were refusing to create. Actually, they were appointed by Brahma for creation of various species. 84 lakh species has to be. But they disagreed to beget children, marriage or whatever. There was no marriage at that time. By tapasya only they have to beget, but they were not interested in entangling the spirit soul into bodies. They were not interested in that service. So Brahma got a little upset with them, angry, but still they were a very Brahman realized person. They went to Vaikuntha. Then Jaya, Vijaya, they had a conversation, and there was a fight and cursing and this and that. Then Jaya, Vijaya became Hiranyakshara and Hiranyakashipu, first Asuras of this universe. But before that, Lord came out of the Vaikuntha and spoke to them. So in this way, they had direct perception. They have seen the truth. They have seen the truth. That's what we are seeing. Jnaninas Tattva Darshina. In Bhagavad Gita, he's saying, approach a bona fide spiritual master, surrender unto him, serve him, please him, and then submissively inquire from him. And a self-realized soul can reveal the truth unto you, impart the transcendental knowledge into you. The self-realized Tattva Darshina, the original Tattva. They are not utopianly speaking about God. So if somebody challenges, Prabhupada was challenged. A reporter asked, there was very wonderful speech Prabhupada was giving, and the reporter got up. And he asked, "Oh, have you seen God? Have you realized God?" Then Prabhupada said, "Yes." Huh? "Yes." "Have you seen God?" he asked. "I have seen God." Prabhupada said, "I have seen God because I have seen a person who has seen God. My Guru Maharaj, he has realized Krishna. He has seen God. I have seen my Guru Maharaj, so I have seen God only. Like this he spoke. Like even though Prabhupada is not taking credit, actually Prabhupada is. Like Guru Maharaj, he has full realization of Gauranga. That is why he is continuously speaking about Gauranga, serving Gauranga without cessation, how it is possible. Somebody makes a drama of devotion, they can do sometime and they will leave it. Then we will understand they are doing a drama because it is temporary. But without cessation, continuously, somebody is involved 24 hours. And his Guru Maharaj is authoritatively appointing him. Prabhupada has given personal instruction to Guru Maharaj. Personal instruction, unless otherwise somebody is empowered. The Guru will not give such personal instructions. Many people he never gave. They do their own project. They take either as competition or as whatever. There are many projects. There are yoga people around the world. They are doing breathing projects, meditation projects, laughing projects. There are many projects. Not coming from authoritative parampara. And even if some people come from parampara, they take initiation, but they do their own project. That is not empowered. What is empowered? When Guru gives an instruction to the disciple, and the disciple is taking it as a life and soul and executing it. That is the empowered execution of the project. Okay, so this is a clear understanding. So, namely, Brahma, Narada, Shiva, Kumara. So, Kumaras also, they saw in Vaikuntha, they saw the Lord. And Kapila is directly an incarnation. And the Bindu Sarovar is there. His father was blessed that he will get the child, Supreme Lord. So, Kapila is an authority, Devahuti, Manu's daughter. He instructed his own mother. Then Manu has seen the Supreme Lord directly. First Swayambhuva Manu came. Any Manu is an authority. How? Because when Manu comes, there is some disturbance. Then Manvantara avatar. There is, for every Manu, there is one avatar. Krishna will. Then they will directly perceive Krishna. They'll directly see. Like, for example, when Swayambhuva Manu first appeared, and after the 4 Kumaras refused to create, then Brahma was in a very pleasing mood after creating Narada and all. Then that time Swayambhuva Manu appeared. And Satarupa, another wife, he created a wife. So he thought, let it be like husband and wife, and progeny can start from there. So only from there, progeny came by association, man and women. Before that, only by tapasya to Vishnu, child will come. No women is required to beget children. So the Swayambhuva Manu came, and then Brahma said, my dear, then he asked, my dear father, how can I please you? How can I serve you? Where is Suputra? There can be Durputra also. And the Suputra will be very obedient and nice and well-wisher of the entire world, and also parents. Very obedient and nice and sweet, very caring to the parents also. So in this way, that Swayambhuva Manu has pleased his father. And then Swayambhuva Manu asked how to create. And Brahma said, okay, take care of the Bhuloka. When they saw the Bhuloka was in the Pralaya water. The Pralaya water has not fully subdued, not gone fully out of the universe, still there. Then Brahma said, oh, how can I take it out? It's a Herculean task. Then appeared Varahadev from the nose of Brahma. In this way, Varaha, direct perception, Manu, as soon as he appeared, very quickly he had the darshan of Varahadev. Bhuvaraha. Bhuvaraha Kalpa. There is a Varaha Kalpa. And then the Varaha, that Kalpa, the day of Brahma is called Varaha Kalpa, because first Varaha appeared, first incarnation. And then Sveta Varaha Kalpa. Sveta Varaha Kalpa. Everywhere, in every Varaha, he will actually saving the earth only. Each day of Brahma has a name. Today's name is Sveta Varaha Kalpa, because white color Varaha came. So this white color Varaha, who saw? Manu saw. Satarupa, Swayambhuva Manu, we are all descendants of Manu. So Manu saw this. Our ancestor has seen Krishna. Why our ancestors Manu saw Krishna? That far we need to go. Recently, 500 years before, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu roamed around all over India, singing the glory, and they have seen Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Our ancestors have seen Krishna. Our village people, the previous 100 years ago, have seen Krishna who's singing and coming in every road, every Nagaradi Gram, Moranam. And he sang Krishna's name, and we will sing his name. Most intelligent, because we are most intelligent. Medasha. So Manu also saw Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj, direct perception of Narsimha Devi. Manu Varahadev. Then Bhishma, now seeing Krishna, Vrishnikula. Vrishnikula is telling Vrishnivamsa Pradeepa. Kunti Maharani is telling Vrishnivamsa Pradeepa. Same way Bhishma will also glorify Vrishnivamsa because so beautifully. So he understood when Vrishnikula Krishna has come and Bhishma knows that he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Despite knowing he was giving a good fight to Krishna by service. Then Janaka. Janaka has seen Lord Ramachandra face to face. He has offered his daughter Sita Devi in marriage to Ramachandra. So Janaka Maharaja has seen the absolute truth, the personality of God, Tattva Darshana. Sukadeva Goswami has seen the Supreme Lord. When in the womb itself, he was refusing to come for 18 years and Veda Vyas was teaching all the Vedas, Mahabharata, everything outside. He was refusing to come. Then when Krishna came and told, no, you won't be bewildered, you just come out. There is a purpose, you come out. Then he came out. Same way Parikshit Maharaj also came from the womb. He was dead, but he came from the womb. But he was used for Sravanam. And Sukadeva Goswami was used by Krishna for Kirtanam. In this way, beautiful pair was made. So Krishna, Sukadeva Goswami also saw Krishna. And then Bali Maharaj has seen Krishna as Vamanadev. Vamanadev, person, direct perception of the Supreme Lord, conversation, eye-to-eye contact, dealings, mutual exchanges, loving glances, wordings, exchanges. These are all with the Supreme Lord. Who has seen God? Anybody has seen God? Anybody saw God? So many people have saw, you are a fool, you are in darkness. You are in a dark, black room and you are telling that your room, you close the door, you close the window. See, there's no sun, there's no sunlight. I won't get up, I won't wake up. You fool, you are in the darkness. The whole world is out there, baby. See the sun, see the moon. Everybody, people are living. It is active. The system is working. Vayakalyas are singing. And the 12 Adityas are taking ships every month. And they going on. The system is going on, baby. And you think how the sun came? You don't know. How the moon came? You don't know. How they are going? How the seasons are coming? You don't know. But you are so proud about your engineering degree. Where you say, when can I get a job? Can I get some salary? I will live. So proud about nothing. So great personalities are keeping quiet without any puffedness. And you get a little money, 5 rupee, 10 rupee, and you think you are a great person and you are so proud. This is the scenario. So here they have directly seen Krishna. Bali Maharaj saw directly Krishna. And Yamaraja also saw directly Krishna. How he saw Krishna? Yamaraj came for, he knows Krishna is coming and he wants to preach also, very long desire he had. Then some Muni came, some Rishi came, some pastime happened and he was caught a curse. We are not interested much in that because he is Mahajana. So he came out and he came to the earthly planetary system as Vidura. And he saw the beautiful activities of Krishna. Krishna personally went to Vidura's house. When Duryodhana was calling, please Krishna, come and have lunch in my house. Very nice lunch I have arranged, Rajabhog. Krishna ignored. No, I'm not hungry. I'm all right. He walked out of, when he came as a Pandavakuta, then he came out of Duryodhana's house and went without intimation to Vidura's house. And only Vidura's wife was there. Vidura has not yet arrived. He was not there. So Krishna arrived and said, I'm very hungry. He just entered. Didn't even say he's hungry. Then Vidura's wife, they're very poor. He never accepted the Rajabhoga from this Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. They lived a simple life. Then, of course, officially whatever was required was there with him. But personally, he never actually touched this. Very amazing personality, Vidura. So even though his father is actually Vyasadeva, but wife, the mother is a servant maid, very sincere and obedient, beautiful devotee servant maid. So she got birth to this Dharmaraj, Dharma, which is Yama Dharmaraja. Yama and Yami, sun god has 2 children, Yama and Yami. Yama is the Yama Dharmaraj and Yami, both are pure devotees, sun gods. Yami is nobody but Yamuna Nadi, Yamuna, the river Yamuna in Vrindavan, flowing where Krishna played so much. She's a pure devotee. So there is a saying, if anybody touches Yami, they won't see Yama. But I want to see, we devotees want to see Yama as Vidura. Because he's a pure devotee, why not see him? But we don't see him for punishment purpose. We see him for discussing Krishna Katha purpose, for hearing about Krishna. Oh, you have seen Krishna. Panchapandavas asked, what did Krishna say? What is the instruction? Like this they were asking. So in this way, Yamadharmaraj also came as Vidura, and he had direct perception of Krishna. So when Krishna went to this Vidura's house, then his wife was there, and nothing was there to give Krishna. But she had a big bunch of banana. So she said, Krishna, Krishna, please come, please come. She's being so excited, so excited. That what she does is, there is a table, there is a chair she need to put for Krishna, a stool or a bench. She wants a small stool in which she wants Krishna to sit. So what she did is she puts it upside down. The Moda chair or whatever. The Moda, they say, the small one. She just turns it and puts it upside down. And Krishna is watching what is happening to her. Her brain is not working properly because she's so excited seeing Krishna. This is called Anubhava. A direct perception of the Supreme Lord gives these experiences, these feelings. Even describing about him by a person who has seen Krishna will undergo this contact with Krishna, Anubhava. It's Bhava and Anubhava. So then a sister of Bhava, we can say Anu. So it is ulta. She's putting the ulta. And Krishna is sitting in there smiling. Out of love she's doing. And then she's running and taking the bunch of banana and coming, and when she wants to give to Krishna, then she is looking at the beautiful face of Krishna, lotus-like eyes. Such a moon-like face, Krishna Chandra. Black Chandra, can a moon be black at the same time shining? And Shyama Sundara. So looking at this beautiful eyes and face, and she's so much bewildered that, and she cannot, it's like Supreme Lord is directly in front of her. So in that consciousness, she was not able to understand. So she does everything ulta pulta. Similar thing is also told about gopis, that they put the earring in the nose and the nose ring in the head, and in this way they decorate. They don't decorate very beautifully and come like this. Their brain doesn't function properly. When they see Krishna, it's beyond the intelligence level. Beyond the intelligence, perception of intelligence. They cannot compose very nice Sanskrit poetry like that and all. They will sing something, they'll say something. So Vidura's wife, she started peeling each of the banana, and she was giving the peel to Krishna and throwing the banana fruit. So Krishna saw that, okay, she's giving me the peel and she's throwing the banana. But he doesn't want to disturb her because she was doing it such a love and affection. That she's an ecstasy, Anubhava. Experiencing the Supreme Lord personally by perception. Then she's giving, and he's eating the peel, and then she's throwing the banana and keep on giving. So at that time, Vidura enters the house, and he sees, oh my God, Krishna has come. Wow, Krishna has come to my home. So wonderful. And he's seeing his wife feeding Krishna with all the peel of the banana, skin of the banana. And the banana is thrown, and the skin is, Krishna is eating the skin. Very happily, very enjoyably. Then Vidura comes, hey, what are you doing? You're throwing the fruits and giving the peel, skin. And why Krishna? You can tell, no, I'm enjoying it. It's filled with devotion. So I'm so happy to visit you. In this way, whatever they gave, Krishna ate in Vidura's house rather than taking a Rajabhog, a great opulent treatment in the house of Duryodhana. So direct perception, Vidura has seen Krishna, a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vidura's father is Vyasadeva. He has instructed. Vyasadeva is the one who wrote all the Vedas, and he knows Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they're all well instructed and well perception, direct perception they all have. So they are not speaking utopian information. They are speaking what they have seen. So Bhishma Deva, although one of them has mentioned only 3 important names. Bhishma Deva is mentioning 3 names here. Shiva, Narada is mentioning some names here. Manu, Kapila. But there are 12 Mahajanas. So all of them, Brahma, Narada, Shiva, Kumara, Kapila, Manu, Prahlada, Bhishma, Janaka, Sukadev Goswami, Bali Maharaj, Yamaraj, they all are Mahajans. We can follow in their footsteps, how they have direct perception with Krishna. And anybody, Bhava is exchange between Yashoda and Krishna. And anybody who comes in contact with Krishna can have this Anubhavas. Even from listening from Guru Maharaj, who has seen the truth. Guru Maharaj listened very sincerely from Prabhupada. In this way, even through disciplic succession, by hearing process, Krishna in Kali Yuga has descended in sound vibration. Govinda, Krishna. Like that, when we say the sound vibration, Krishna's presence, same way, all his descriptions, wordings we are describing about, like Chintamani, Pragarasatma, Shukal, Pariksha, when I say that, I'm actually entering into Goloka because I'm listened from authority. So when I listen from authority, from ear to ear transmission is happening, mouth to ear, then it gets established within the heart and the vision opens. Then we'll be able to see everything as it is. So that is why even to Brinde Devi, we Moraye Abhilash Vilas Kunche Diovas Nayane Ribo Sada Jugla Ruparasi. I'll be able to see the Jugla Ruparasi. Like pure devotee's mercy. And without even leaving the body, we will be able to see the vision of the spiritual world and everything as it is truth. And we can see Krishna face to face. It is possible. Many places it is mentioned in scriptures. But a sincere surrender to pure devotee has to be there. And in this complete faith, serve him, please him. And when we are serving and pleasing him, then we will be able to, we also will become pure devotee. And we will also be able to see the truth as it is. So we will also become Tattva. That is the way. That is the authoritative way. Okay, I want to go to Goloka, I want to go to Goloka, we will go to Goloka. No. Without surrendering to Guru, how will you go to Goloka? Goloka requires great effort of prema. Maybe you can go to Vaikuntha or you can go to Dwaraka as one of the citizens of Krishna. You can be there, but to have a personal association with Krishna, Bhava and Prema are essential to enter there. So here the Anubhava is described, how affection and emotion towards Krishna will arise by direct perception, and later when we glorify the Lord based on that perception, hearing from Guru Maharaj, that is a direct perception. Same like these people have direct perception, when hearing from Guru, that is direct perception. So very attentively you should attend the class of Guru Maharaj. Attentively, Ore bhai, please, Shraddha se suno. Like that, in every time Acharya will say, please brothers, please listen attentively, listen carefully, like that. So you have to very attentively listen, not like information, carelessly listening. When you carefully listen, then you will get the result. Okay, thank you very much. Hari Bol, Hari.
Any questions or comments of realization anybody would like to share? Please share with us. It is good that at least every day one person can tell the realization of this particular purport, so that you will get trained to take Bhagavatam classes, speak in Bhagavatam classes. It is not a class to be taken, it is only speaking in the association.
Because they are completing Bhakti Shastri and getting initiated.
So you should start giving Bhagavatam class, this course, not class. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much for the association. Let's wind up and join back sharp at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Congregation chanting the holy name of the Lord, followed by Srimad Bhagavatam class.
You must be initiated and you must be Bhakti Shastri. Minimum in order to give a class.
Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Patita Pavan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Manchakalpatarubhyascha Bhagavad Satsang ki jai.